Welcome to Salty Locs Adventures, your front row seat to extreme underwater adventure, spearfishing, and all things under the sea. Today, we're heading out to go diving and hopefully spear some fish on the small rocky island of French Cap. Located just 6 miles off the southeast shores of St. Thomas, U.S. Virgin Islands, French Cap Key is known for its steep underwater shelf teeming with life. The rock pinnacles in the waters off St. Thomas make this part of the Caribbean a spearfisher's dream and one of my favorite dive spots. My first time at French Cap was during the VI for Vets spearfishing tournament, and I was strictly free diving. So this is really the first time I get a chance to truly explore the site. Beneath the surface lies a world of untold wonders. A world waiting to be discovered by those brave enough to venture into the unknown. But if you don't have the heart for it, just follow me on mine. Everyone could use a little bit of adventure in their lives. Diving this near to the island, you can observe the surge through the swaying of the flora. Surge is the back and forth motion of water caused by wave action. And we're off to a running start. Looks like JP may have spotted a lionfish deep in the rocks. And you may be wondering, what is a lionfish? Lionfish is a carnivorous fish native to the Indo-Pacific that has become an invasive species in the Atlantic, Gulf of Mexico, Caribbean, and most recently, the Mediterranean Sea. As a top predator in its invasive range, this species has the potential to negatively impact the reef ecosystems, competing with the native fish population for food and space. Lionfish can be quick, but the Lionator is usually quicker. You may be new here, so let me explain how this works. I go diving in random locations all over the island with my family and friends, searching for our next big catch, while simultaneously hunting for the invasive lionfish. The lionfish population continues to grow and increase its range, largely because lionfish have no known predators in these waters and reproduce all year long. A mature female can spawn every 3 to 4 days and releases roughly 2 million eggs a year. I'm usually armed with a spear gun, pole spear, zookeeper, and on some days I also have a lobster snare clipped to me just in case. There goes a hefty mackerel swimming just ahead. Those fish are fast and the gap between us is very large, but it doesn't keep me from making an attempt. Lionfish are attracted to structure and can often be found where something is hanging overhead. So I try to take an extra peek under rocks, ledges, and overhangs. And there goes the first hand signal for shark. It was only a matter of time. but I spot another lionfish hiding in between a rock tunnel. This is my Lionator Pro pole spear, a lightweight pole spear designed specifically for the invasive red lionfish. The 3-prong, 9.5 stainless steel paralyzer tip allows hunters to target lionfish and stabilize the catch, not allowing the fish to slide up the shaft towards your hand, and the barbs help to keep it locked in place until you can safely place it in a containment unit. This is important because lionfish have 18 venomous spines along various areas of their body. Although they can be dangerous to hunt, they are an easy target and are also delicious. Just another reef shark, nothing to see here. Looks like Jason has spotted a lionfish. That's a fat one. In case you haven't noticed, there are now 2 sharks swirling around, but only this one seems to be particularly excited. I've had sharks come in close before. If they get near enough, a good jab usually sends them away. I don't know what this guy's problem is, but I'm not about to wait here to find out. And to think, I didn't even get a chance to fire my spear gun. Only nurse sharks have ever made an attempt to come close when I'm carrying lionfish. Seeing that I don't have any other fish on me, in the shuffle I made sure to unclip the zookeeper from my BCD, just in case I need to abandon ship. In the midst of chaos, I still can't help but to admire the large school of barjacks as they swim by. JP is making his way up and playing with the shark's best friend, the Remora. The Remora, better known as suckerfish, usually attaches itself to the shark's underbelly and eats scraps left over by the shark. They help the shark by eating parasites on the shark's skin and mouth that could otherwise irritate or harm the shark. In return, the Remora benefits from a free meal and protection provided by its host.
They're being very aggressive.
Even at the surface, the shark still insists on circling. I would note that I am wearing the Sharkbanz on my right ankle as I normally do. The Sharkbanz generates a powerful electromagnetic field that encourages the shark to stay away.
One eternity later.
It alerts a shark's sensory organ known as Ampullae of Lorenzini. The Ampullae of Lorenzini are specialized electroreceptor organs found in the skin of sharks. These unique sensory structures allow sharks to detect weak electric fields produced by other animals, including prey and potential threats. Marine biologists compare this deterrent sensation a shark feels to a bright light suddenly shining in your eyes when in a dark room. Obviously not harmful, but more of a slight discomfort.
I know you're 100 feet over. Huh? I'm at 100 feet right now.
How many times I poked that sucker? About at least four times.
Oh! That's what I was even. Hey, did you not hear this thing screaming?
Did you hear the whistle, Jabba?
Huh?
You had heard a whistle? I know. Not from around the corner.
No, that was after you got the lobster. Not the lobster.
The lionfish?
That big ass lionfish I pointed you out. That was a nice lionfish, wasn't it?
Yeah, but then I killed him after I poked him the second time. Because I had to take my gun and poke it. Because it wasn't dead, it was trashing around.
It was in that same hole where that turtle was, wasn't it?
Hey, that turtle I'd already passed him once. That was one massive ass turtle.
That's where that lionfish was?
Right around that corner, right over from it.
Stick around for Dive 2 as we abandon French Cap and hopefully head to much calmer waters at Buck Island Cove. Stay salty, my friends.